The Mamasapano clash was an incident that occurred during a police operation codenamed Oplan Exodus, which took place on Sunday, January 25, 2015, at Tucanilapao, Mamasapano, Maguindanao, by Special Action Force of the Philippine National Police against the Bangsamoro Islamic Freedom Fighters and the Moro Islamic Liberation Front. The operation was intended to capture or kill wanted Malaysian terrorist and bomb maker Zulkifli Abhir and Abdul Basit Usman, which are also high-ranking members of the BIFF. It was pitch dark as it should be. Wearing night vision goggles, 36 elite cops of the 55th Special Action Force Company infiltrated Mamasapano, Maguindanao, dawn of Sunday, January 25th. Their mission was clear: to serve as the blocking force that will protect and ensure the exit of the first group of the United States-trained seaborne unit of the 84th SAF Company that had already entered Barangay Pidsandawan to make the arrest of their high-valued target. It was shortly past 4 a.m. when the seaborne unit, 37 of them, got to Marwan's hut in Pidsandawan. They were greeted by a booby trap, a sort of improvised explosive that had served as Marwan's warning device and which injured 2 SAF commandos. Marwan was awakened by the explosion and was able to draw his gun, but the SAF troopers shot back and killed him. The SAF initially planned to take his body for identification. However, the shooting alerted the BIFF and MILF 118th Command in the area. The SAF had no time to retrieve the body, so they just cut off the finger for DNA confirmation, took a photo, and left his body there. For many hours, however, the seaborne troopers were exchanging fire from the alerted BIFF, which left 9 of the 37 seaborne troopers killed. One of the seaborne sought for artillery support, but the military was not able to provide one because of unreliable grid coordinates. The military fired white phosphorus into the hilly area around 6 p.m. shortly before the army extracted them to safety. White phosphorus creates a loud bang that can scare away enemies but doesn't kill. It only serves as a marker before the explosives are fired. That early Sunday morning, another SAF team, a blocking force of 36 troops, was waiting in a cornfield about 3 kilometers away from the target area. They were supposed to ensure the exit of the seaborne unit and cover their path. It was around 4:30 a.m. when the SAF blocking force, using night vision goggles, spotted about 50 meters away a group of men in front of them. The SAF commandos took time to observe, concealing themselves until the sun rose. It turned out the men had guns, all members of the Moro Islamic Liberation Front. One side saw the other armed, so we fired upon each other, said the source. It's not clear who fired first. A relentless exchange of gunfire followed. Many more armed men came to reinforce the rebels, trapping the SAF troopers in a flat terrain of cornfields that hardly provided cover for them. The elite cops tried to seek refuge in the cornstalks and some of the elevated portions of the soil by the river. They were well trained and well armed, each with 300 rounds of ammunition. But this was no match for the number of heavily armed men who surrounded them. By sunset, a total of 44 SAF commandos in Mamasapano were slaughtered. The mission itself was declared successful since the target was neutralized, but the ensuing firefight resulted in a tactical victory of MILF forces against the PNP SAF. The operation caught the attention of many for the relatively high number of police officers killed. The clash has been dubbed as the biggest loss of government elite force in history.